Hello everyone, it's Melanie here with Vintage Studio and welcome. Today I have a fun wedding card called Intricate Love Heart. It is simple, it is quick. Here is what it looks like. It's a tone-on-tone card. I will be using a heavyweight white cardstock and some Neenah Metallic cardstock in white gold. That's it. I'll also use the Floral Vines embossing folder by Darice, and here is that intricate die by Momenta. When you're using intricate dies, a Sizzix Precision Base plate will be your best friend. Promise me, I'll show you how this works in just a second. So okay, card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I've cut a mat that's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Again, this is all tone on tone, so all the white shades are the same. I will run that mat using the Floral Vines embossing folder and one of my favorite tools, this Sizzix Texture Boutique. This was one of the very first tools I bought when I started card making, and I just love it for these smaller embossing folders. Now I've added a little shim of just some cardboard from some packaging to give this a really deep embossed look. This is not a 3D embossing folder, but it is a beautiful little simple embossing folder, and the shim just gives it some extra depth. All right, back to this Momenta die here. You can see all the intricacies of that, again going on some white cardstock. And this is that Sizzix Precision Base plate. Now it shows you the sandwich on the back that you need to use to put your die into your machine, and you want to make sure that you flip it over and always do your die cutting on the black side of that precision base plate. Then simply add the top plate and run it through a die cutting machine. I'm using the Sizzix Big Shot, and I like to run this through several times. The base plate again is for intricate dies, but it doesn't hurt to run it back and forth several times because you can see all the tiny pieces and parts as a result of that die cut. The other great tool to have in hand is a Spellbinders Tool in one, and you simply take the brush, and I'm just using a mouse pad here, or any like foam pad would work, and just start brushing it, and you can see it extracts a lot of the little detail from your die, and then you can use that pokey end to get things out like these letters. This goes fairly quickly. I won't make you sit here through the whole thing, but you can see you just need to keep working on it and just be patient until you get all the little pieces out. If you hadn't used that precision base plate, this would be so much harder. And there is the beautiful result from that die. Okay, then here's a piece of that white gold metallic cardstock that I was showing you earlier, and this is just a heart out of my stash. It happens to be a little smaller than the intricate die, and that is okay. I just want to back that so it does two things. It will add stability behind my die cut. Even though I die cut that out of cardstock, it's so intricate that it becomes very fine. So that's one thing. The other thing is I want it to pop against that white embossed background, and the white gold metallic does the trick. I'll show you some close-up looks on that in just a second. So then just taking little dots of glue, I'm going around the metallic heart and also the middle part of my intricate die, and I'll get those two put together. Okay, you see how quickly this is going together? It's going to make a beautiful little wedding card. I hope you can see the sheen there from that metallic cardstock. All right, and then I'll go back to my embossed mat and get that put on the front of my card. It's got just a little border around this mat, so it stands away just a bit from the card base. And then while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and finish the inside of my card, and I just took a scrap of that white paper that I've used throughout the card and run that through that Floral Vines embossing folder just to have some continuity from the front to the inside of my card. I like adding these little details. It really doesn't take any time at all, and I think it just adds to the overall card. Now off camera I went back to my stash with a stamp and die set, and I have to do the best wishes here, again using some metallic paper. Alright, so now I can go back to the front of my card, and I have added foam tape to the back of my hearts, and I'll get that popped up on the front of my card, and that just adds the tiniest bit of dimension, popping it away from that embossed mat and letting it really stand out with the metallic paper behind that die cut. And that finishes the card for today. So there's a close-up look with that metallic paper behind the intricate cuts and the finished card. I hope you enjoyed this video today, that you'll look at some of the dies that you might have on hand and consider some tone-on-tone cards. They are just striking. And I think you'll be really pleased with the outcome of your own crafted cards. I'm so happy you dropped by today. I would love to have a comment from you. Give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again next week. Happy crafting, everyone!